What's going on? What's going on? Come fellowship. Where my fans at? It's time to fellowship. Oh, we here. We is here. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We is here. Yeah. How about them Cowboys, man? Uh-huh. Come on in. We ready to talk. We got some talking to do. I know it's been a minute, but I'm getting ready to go hard now. We here. We here. We here. We is here. Come on. Let me give y'all some time to come up in here. Oh, yeah, we get ready to talk. We get ready to talk. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Let me see. Oh, that decision not too bad by homie. I'm gonna do a video on that one. But yeah, come on. Give y'all another minute. Give y'all another minute to come up in here so we can fellowship. Oh, how about them Cowboys? How about them Cowboys? I'll tap in, do my due diligence. So, you know, we have a lot of things going on, right? We have, you know, question marks regarding certain positions. We have uncertainty going on around this team. We have things that what's going on? What's going on? You say Anthony Barr. Look, regarding Anthony Barr, I'm not against it because I'm gonna tell you why. Because that's actually one of the things that I wanted to discuss. So let's get right into it. So with Anthony Barr, right? Anthony Barr gives us something that you know we don't have, which is certainty. Now, because look, so yeah, we got Michael Parsons. Even though, yeah, rookie year, we know Micah is certain, right? So with that being the case, we have nothing but uncertainty around Micah. Okay, you got Jabril Cox. Okay, Jabril Cox he hadn't showed us that he can be a three down linebacker, even though we banking on him to be that, even though we know he has the talent to do that. He hasn't showed us that. Leighton Vander Esch. Okay, we know what we can get from Leighton. We know that at least from Leighton, we're going to get what we got from him last year, right? Which is good enough for him to come back. But Leighton got the neck injury. We drafted Damon Clark. He's not going to be available. We the rookie from Oklahoma State. We thinking he's special teams, but we don't want to count nobody out. We got what? Frank Gifford. He has injury problems. Is he going to be able to do something? So we got all this certainty around linebacker. Even though Jaron Curse, he gonna split it. He gonna be a safety. He gonna be the linebacker though. So really, we count on Jayron Kearse to be that linebacker as well. But we have so much uncertainty. And with Jayron Kearse and Micah Parsons, them are two players that we can't just sit over there and just keep in one position, like keep in one place. Like we know that if Micah Parsons, right? Hold on, let me see. Can you hear me from here? Let me know if you can hear me from here. Put a one in the chat for me if you can hear me from here. Okay. So yeah, what was I getting ready to say? Oh yeah. So when it comes down to Micah and Jayron, we don't want them staying in the same pods. We'll be doing Micah a disservice if we kept him playing traditional linebacker, knowing good and well that with Micah coming forward to go rush the passer, that man is a double-digit sack type of dude. So, okay, so when we got Micah rushing, we still need somebody that's going to be able to play linebacker. So that's when it comes in like, okay, Jabril, we need you. Okay, so what if my man Jayron got to come out, and maybe get ready to carry one of these tight ends? We need a linebacker on the field, so who is it going to be? Jabril, Leighton, we got all this uncertainty. So with Anthony Barr, I think Anthony Barr is kind of like a Michael Parsons. If you look at it, Anthony Barr can rush. Anthony Barr can get you a good 8 sacks a game, right? Not a game, but in the season, Anthony Barr can get you 8 sacks, and Anthony Barr can play some linebacker, right? So, I mean, are we going to debate that we don't want two Michael Parsons type of players? So, but my thing is, how much does Anthony Barr want? Yeah, I just seen that. As soon as I got on, I was like, dang. With Julio, you know what? That's not a bad decision. That's not a bad. That's Tom. That's Tom on it. That. Hey, that ain't a bad decision. I think Tom gonna be able to get it out of him, because they ain't gonna be able to rely on Julio. Because you got Godwin. I think he gonna miss a few weeks. I think, but you got Mike Evans. And then Julio in that mix. Ooh. Because they're not gonna rely on Julio to be the Julio of old. Because Micah Evans and Godwin still gonna be there too. I like that move for Tampa though. Yeah, what? Yeah, it's just that, and that's one of the positions that I'm really concerned about, to be honest with you. Not off of a talent point of view, but that we haven't seen nothing. We don't know what we getting. We either gonna get something good, or we gonna get something like we need to go sign somebody. So linebackers that's definitely a position that I want to see. I definitely want to see Jabril Cox. Because it's Jabril Cox. He has to step up, to be honest with you. He has to. We're relying on him to do that. Or we don't have to sit over there and use a resource, use a draft pick to go get somebody solid. So, yeah, I'm concerned. If I had to say a concern, linebacker would be a concern just off of the uncertainty. We got a whole bunch of hybrid. So, yeah, that's a good way to put it. We got a whole bunch of hybrid linebackers. Linebackers that can do more than one thing. We don't have many traditional linebackers. Leighton is traditional. Damon, he's traditional, but Damon probably gonna miss the whole season. Jabril, yeah. Jabril traditional, but like I said, Jabril is uncertain. Yeah, they can make that signing if they wanted to. I think I think they got T.Y. Hilton and Anthony Barr on standby. I think they like, look, we're going to see how our wide receivers fare in training camp. And if they don't play the way that they need to play, we're bringing y'all in. And I think more than likely, I think they would bring in somebody like T.Y. to address the situation. So I think if somebody was to come, I think it'd be T.Y. Because T.Y. fits with us. He fits our dynamic. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Wide receiver, as you know, as I've stated before, is a concern for me. I just seen before I got on here that Cole Beasley got interested in coming back. I did a video on that. I definitely would love Deion Jones, and I honestly think that that's realistic. He's familiar. He didn't have his best season under Quinn. Yeah, he got injury problems, but man, it's hard to pass on a talent like that. You know, I'll take the injury risk. If I can get Deion Jones to give me 13 games plus playoffs, I'm good with that. So, yeah, Deion Jones will be good too. He definitely will be good. Yeah, but you definitely have to give a little something up though, but not too much though, because of his injury history. But Deion Jones is definitely somebody that I definitely will have on my. And y'all know me, I want to Sue too. I think this defense would benefit from Sue. Man, Sue's still playing like one of the best. He old and he's still playing like one of the best. How do we not want that culture change, that toughness? We were soft last year. We got punked in the playoffs. So how do we not want Sue? Sue, Deion Jones? Come on now. You got to love it. We don't need Cole. But this is, you're right. We don't need Cole. But check me out on my thoughts on this one, right? So Cole Beasley, right? I say that even though this wasn't one of the best statistical seasons that Dak has had, I think that was one of the better seasons that Dak has had. Kind of like what we wanted from Dak. That season that we had Cole, not only was Cole, Cole was getting open. That was his safe haven right there, right? But that's the season that we seen Dak use his legs more. It's like as Dak went on, he started using his legs less, So I think Cole, with his ability to win quick, that's what I wanted. See, that's why I had said a while back I wanted Andy Isabella. I wanted to trade for Andy Isabella because of that ability to win quick. He needed a receiver that can win quick in them tight spaces. Like, Amari Cooper can win quick, but he's on the outside. But if you got that in the slot, that receiver that's able to win quick, I think that'll really benefit that. I really do. I really do think that'll benefit that. So I would be open to it, but the way Cole went out, I don't think they're gonna do it. I think he's just wishing upon a star. And then with the COVID thing, and I believe he still ain't got the shot. I mean, just the way that he kind of just talked about us, I don't think that's gonna happen. But we can wish upon a star, but I honestly just don't think that's gonna happen. We pretty much got to use Tony Pollard. Like Tony Pollard, we really banking on him. Like when I say we really banking on him, the way we are made up with Tony Pollard, not only does he have to relieve Zeke, he has to bring us explosive plays in the backfield. He got to be able to catch the ball too. He got to be able to line up out wide too. He got to be able to return kickoffs too. So if y'all play fantasy football, I recommend y'all don't wait to the very end to get Tony. Before your draft is over, a couple rounds before, I definitely recommend you getting Tony Pollard. Yeah, I don't think they're done. I don't think they're done. Uh, I think that I think Jerry was just waiting to see. I think Jerry was content for where we are at, and I think he's just playing the wait and see approach. I think he want to have a training camp and maybe have a game or two. When you start hearing such and such is not had, so if we hear, appreciate it. If we hear that James Washington is not having a good camp, yeah, Jerry on that call line, like either he can ready to make a trade, a big trade, or a TY. Yeah, you remember that conversation that we had, TY? Yeah, you still in shape, right, TY? Come on, can you? We gonna send a flight. Can you be here tomorrow, TY? I'm telling you, I think if they bust a move, because I know good and well, right? I know good and well Jerry is not relying on Tolbert to do big things this year. Anything that we get from Tolbert is going to be a plus. We trying to ease him in. I think what we want to see is, can James Washington really step up early on? Can he give us, maybe a little something of what Michael Gallup gave us? Because right now it's CD, James Washington, and Tolbert. Are we really comfortable with that? I'm not. I'm not even going to lie to you. Like, I believe in James Washington, right? I think James Washington is a good receiver. However, do I want James Washington to be my number 2 option at wide receiver? No, I don't. I honestly don't. I think James Washington as the 3rd or 4th option in your offense, James Washington will do very good. But when we gotta, what my question is, why did Pittsburgh didn't use him my question is, why did Pittsburgh use him to his full capacity? Because I do believe that Pittsburgh didn't use him to his full potential. However, because sometimes you do need a new scenario. Sometimes you do need a new situation. That new situation will definitely help you. There's sometimes it just don't work out. Hopefully this works out for us. Dante Fowler. Yeah, I think he's gonna get more than that. I honestly think he's gonna get more than that. With the attention that Micah has, with DeMarcus Lawrence being hungry because Michael Parsons showed him up, with Osa taking the next step, and you got these 2 nose guards. At least with Ridgeway, you got that man who's gonna take up space, and he'll stop that run. If we can stop that run this year, I think Fowler can give us 8 or 9. And I think at minimum, if them things can happen, 8 to 10 from Fowler. I think it's going to be a sack party. I think it's going to be a sack party with Micah. I think it's going to be a sack party with DeMarcus Lawrence. I think it's going to be a sack party with Fowler, with Osa. I think it's just going to be a sack party. Because when we stop the run, that means that we got more opportunities to get to the passer. Dante Johnson. Is that the corner? Dante Johnson. That's the corner. Is that the corner? Was it from the Niners, I believe? What you mean, Dante Johnson? Cornerback situation. Oh, let's speak on that. Wide receivers. What you mean? What you mean? But cornerback, right? I'm loving that. Just the fact that the police is leaving it alone for Kelvin Joseph. That means regardless of what happens with the league, we're gonna have him this year. I hope he don't miss time, but you know how they do us. You know how they even if we're not guilty, just because we're the Dallas Cowboys, yeah, they're gonna sit over there and we still gonna suspend you. You know, if they get Zeke them many games, man, I wonder how the league looks at this. I think the league, when it comes down to players that matter for the Cowboys, that's who you got to worry about. So maybe if the league is not hip to Kelvin Joseph, maybe we might can get away with it. But if the league sees that potential that we see as Cowboy fans and as the organization, yeah, he probably getting a suspension. You know, he probably gonna get about a good 4 to 6 weeks. Hopefully not, though. But that's just a reality of the situation. Oh, Deontay Johnson. Oh. Would that be good? Yeah. That actually be a good pickup. What didn't he get signed though? If I'm not mistaken, I thought he signed the contract. So if he did, you probably had to maybe give up Gallup in that one. Yeah, Fowler good on the edge, but just need to stop the run better. Should be fighting for top seed again. Correct. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. So what? So what? He got 1 year on that contract? 1 or 2 years? If that's the case, then yeah, I'm with it. But I don't. My thing is though with Johnson, because he is solid. He is solid for him to do that with Big Ben and that offense and still eat. That says a lot about who you are as a wide receiver. So I like him. Yeah, I like him. I think he'd be a good secondary option. Do I think they're gonna pull the trigger? No. But I think he'll be more likely to come over here than DK Metcalf would. Because I mean, I know others see DK Metcalf as a number one wide receiver, but I don't. I really don't. I see him as a good wide receiver though, but I need to see how you are without Russell Wilson consistently. You know, but DK Metcalf in this offense though would do good. However, Simi, what's his name? Fiocco, I think it was from Stanford. I think they trying to see if they can get DK Metcalf from him. What does Simi? Don't Simi run a 4.3? I believe Simi run a 4.3, and he about what 6'3", 6'3", 6'4". So I believe that that'll be good if we can get Simi to give us some type of production up top. That'll definitely be good. So let me ask the comment section this. Other than what we talked about, the linebacker situation and maybe the wide receiver, is there anything else that you are concerned about with this football team? I'll tell you mine's again. Discipline. What we the number one penalized team in the league last year? Discipline worries me. We got to fix that. I seen Zach Martin address that, so that's on their mind. But discipline really hurt us last year. It really costed us some games. It really costed us a position to succeed. Discipline really killed us. We can't have that this year. If we're going to take the next level, we got to be disciplined. So wide receivers is big for you. I agree, though. I agree. So that's your number one. That's your number one concern is the wide receivers. But yeah, like discipline Oh, no, huh? Oh, what's your number one concern? I'm interested. What position group is your number one concern? Center been a problem. That can't stop. That can't stop. Yeah, linebacker. Okay. Yeah, with center. For those of y'all who familiar with I believe in our center, right? However, there should be a sense of urgency. If he doesn't perform, then I agree. It's time to leave if he doesn't perform. However, I just think that he just needed a little bit of weight room and a little bit more experience. I really do think this year he gonna play some good ball. I honestly do. And if he don't, I'll take it. I'll take the criticism. Man, you said he was gonna be good. Yeah, I'll take it if he don't. I honestly believe it because especially in the preseason, I'm looking at how good he gets to the second level, how good he gets on sealing it off. Just think if you put some strength on that, yeah. So I just think, we got spoiled with the Travis Frederick, thinking that we came with him with Travis Frederick expectations because we got spoiled with Travis Frederick and Andre Garrard in a good, decent year from Joe Looney, but it was time for him to step up when Travis Frederick had that syndrome. But yeah, man, I say give him one more year. Give him one more year. I think he'll be fine, though. I think he'll be fine. Position group, defensive tackles. Them defensive tackles, yeah. Most definitely. I can see that, because, Bohannon, he played, but, it wasn't comfortable enough for you to be like, okay, he's the man. John Ridgway, even though we all love him, he's a rookie. We know about Osa. We hope that Osa can, he don't get that sophomore slump. He continue to grow. Gallimore, he hasn't shown that he could be healthy. Even Tristan Hill has shown that he didn't have some problems. So I definitely can see that. But then let me counter with this though, right? Everybody on your defensive end is gonna play D tackle. I think one of your D tackles is gone because of Golston. Because Golston to me is like Tyron Crawford. He's a good base end, but when it's time to rush, you want to rush him inside. So I think Golston was going to give you some rushing inside. Therefore, one of your D tackles is expendable. We all think it's Hill, but I'm telling y'all, I wouldn't be surprised if it was Gallimore. I wouldn't be surprised, even though Hill is the most likely candidate. If you had to pick, Hill would be at the top of the list. But I wouldn't be surprised, though, if it was Gallimore, though. But I understand Hill is not, the D tackle that he wants. But to me, to be honest with you, I think them three, Osa, Gallimore, and Hill, brings you something different, brings you something organic to the three-tech position. I want them all. But I understand, we might need something else. So, if one of the linebackers don't perform, if one of the wide receivers perform, yeah, we're gonna use Hill as a bait to maybe in a trade to bring one in. Just want to see Zeke back, and I agree. With Zeke, I've seen that. Was it Bobby Belt talking about this is Zeke last year? Regardless of what he does, to me, I do not want that. But just because Zeke, when we have success as a team, Zeke is a part of that, right? When Zeke is on, this offense is hard to stop. And Zeke brings so much to the table, especially now that we have a lot of uncertainty on O-line. He brings assistance in keeping that clean in the backfield. And I don't want to lose that. How many running backs coming in the league that can really protect in the backfield, that really takes pride in putting their body to protect? So I don't really want to lose that. I don't want to lose that. I don't. But I understand that it's a business. I do understand that it's a business. And it's possible. But to me, I was like, if we was gonna get rid of Zeke, we should have been got rid of Zeke. Because Mike McCarthy don't really pound the ball like that. Mike don't pound the ball like that. So, we could have been, maybe drafted a running back and roll with Tony Pollard. So, but I believe that to pay Zeke what he wanted, I believe that just because Jerry loved him. Jerry loved what he brings to the table. I love what Zeke brings to the table. When Zeke have an off year, that's really a good year for any other running back. But because we got high standards as a Dallas Cowboy and we got high standards for Zeke, even if he does get 1,000 yards, just I want y'all to think about this, right? Think about this. We talk about Zeke having a down year and he has 1,000 yards rushing, y'all. Think about that. Think about that. We consider him having a down year with 1,000 yards rushing in a passing lead. That's how good your running back is. We seen the ability for him to catch the ball at the backfield, catch the ball downfield, block, run the ball between the tackles, run the ball outside the tackles, catching screen passes. Zeke can do it all. And not many running backs, if any, can do what Zeke do. You name me a running back, I can name you something that Zeke does better. I can name you something Zeke does better. So that's a wait and see. But I definitely could. Yeah, I'm with you though. I definitely want Zeke to get back in that Zeke form. I want Zeke to stay healthy. That's what I want Zeke to do. Because Zeke been kind of struggling a little bit. I know he's been struggling with his body. Whether it be y'all may think that he was out of shape or injury. I know he's been struggling with his body. So I need Zeke to learn his body and take care of his body. I know that in the NFL, running back, you constantly getting hit. Even when you're not running the ball, you getting hit. So I understand that he got wear and tear, especially that championship season that he had at Ohio State. So they was running him the ball. So he got a little wear and tear on him. So I know that does kind of play a factor. But let me ask y'all this. Who are the Dallas Cowboys? What are we? Who are we? Are we a run-first team, a pass-first team, a balanced team? Are we defense first? Who are we? That's what we need to find out this training camp. Who are the Dallas Cowboys? Because I don't know. I honestly do not know. I just don't know who we are. So I know we need to run the ball, and I know we need to play good defense. Defense don't really have uncertainty like we do with the offense, because the offense is really where we're uncertain at. The defense is kind of cut and dry. Even if the personnel changes, we know that the expectations of what to see from that defense is nothing but excellence. So we definitely understand that. So we all could be in agreement that defense, we can expect nothing but at minimum to stay where we're at, but we want growth though. We want growth. Your players is more seasoned. Your players know. Now all your players been to the playoffs. We know what that playoff atmosphere about. I hope y'all don't fold under pressure no more. Now it's time to raise the bar Raise excellence. We need to be excellent at everything we do. It's time to eat now. We can't be playing. We're going to have to, our defense, especially the first month, we might be on the field a lot. We're going to have excellent scoring defense because we don't know what we got going on the offense. We don't know if Tyler Smith is going to come out the gate where we need to. We don't know about Tyler Biadasz. We don't know if Tyron Smith going to break down whenever he's going to break down. Is Terrence Steele is he going to build off of what he's been building off of? Is he going to build off of last year? The only thing that's guaranteed is Zach Martin. That's the only thing that's guaranteed when he's playing is Zach Martin. So, who are we? That's the $1 million question. Who are the Dallas Cowboys? Because I think about this question all the time. Like, who are we? What will we be? What can we be? I honestly think, y'all, we're going to have to make another move on this offense. Because it's crazy, though. With all the personnel that we had, especially the last few years, have you really had questions about who we are? People questioning Dak. People questioning Zeke. They questioning this offensive line. They're questioning this receiver core. The only thing that ain't being questioned is the tight ends. Because we know with Dalton Schultz and Cup, we know what we're going to get from the tight ends. But everything else is questionable. It's questionable. It's like, what will we get? Michael Gallup most likely is going to miss a few weeks. They shouldn't rush him back. So who are we? What will we do? We got Tampa, and then we got Cincinnati back-to-back weeks, I believe. Man, what's gonna go on? We got what, the back-to-back teams that been to the bowl. We got to see Tom Brady. We got to see Joe Burrow. We're gonna find out early on who this team is or what they are trying to be. Even if we don't have our identity, we're going to find out real quick who we are trying to be. Kellen Moore, can you grow from what we have done? We need Kellen Moore to grow. If Kellen Moore don't grow, he's going to hold us back. Kellen Moore has to be a genius now. Now you have less talent. You removed Amari Cooper from the situation. You have a whole new receiving core. You have a whole new lead dog at wide receiver. You have a whole new pretty much offensive line now from the gate. But you're coming in with a healthy Dak. Stubborn as hell. Man. Stubborn as hell. Like, man, what are you doing? Kellen Moore look like a genius when we going against the Falcons, when we going against the Redskins. He look like a genius. But man, you know what sticks out to me the most? What game sticks out to me the most? When I'm like, God damn, it's that Broncos game where we got hit in the mouth. That 49er loss, yeah, I feel that, but that was self-explanatory. We were just soft. So that's self-explanatory. We lost not because they were the better team, it was because we were soft. But the Broncos, look, Broncos is not weak. They was always, but bro, how we lose like that to Denver? How? I don't understand that. How we get hit in the mouth. We got it. That game right there, right? That game exposed us. You know, I didn't want to see it. We didn't want to believe it, but that game showed us we were soft. That 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 Thanksgiving game against Las Vegas showed us we were soft. That Kansas City game, when we played Kansas City the Sunday before that, showed us we were soft. We could have took the defense, played an excellent game. We couldn't take over on offense. We couldn't help the offense out. Come on, man. Come on. See, let me stop it. We get ready to start training camp, and I'm over here thinking about last season. I'm over here getting upset. But, I just be confused because I hope last season don't translate into this season. If I had to give you, regardless if it's coaching or the players, the position group, my number one concern, Kellen Moore. My number two concern, are we tough? Because that toughness, being mentally tough and physically tough, that's going to impact on our discipline. Focus has something to do with being mentally tough. So that's going to impact our defense. Our discipline. So that's going to tie. That's why I said what I said in that order. So, man, Mike McCarthy. Look, I love Mike. I think Mike McCarthy. I seen Jerry talk about he believed that he could take us to the ship. And I agree. He took Green Bay to the ship with all what they had going on. I do agree that. But Mike McCarthy, even though I love how you like to reach the players, I need you to be a coach when it's time to be a coach. You can't be buddy all the time. You got to get on them. You got to hold them all accountable because that discipline falls on the coaching, not the players. It falls on the coaching. That means you would let stuff slide in practice. That means you wasn't holding your players accountable in practice. And it fell to the game from jump. We had discipline problems from the jump, and it lasted the whole year. We have to eliminate that. Yeah, he gonna have to. If Kellen Moore, I'll give Kellen Moore. Man, I'm giving Kellen Moore a 2-game leash. Because you already had a couple years. I'm giving him a 2-day leash. If we fold against Tampa and the Bengals the first couple weeks, fire him. We cannot allow that to translate to the season. Mike, it's time to call the plays. It might be your last year. They might want to bring Peyton in. Go out on your own terms. Let's see how far we can get what you call on the plays, Mike. Let's see how far we can get what you call on the plays. You want to sit over there and leave our destiny in the Kellen Moore's hands? See, I see other people have confidence in him with Kellen Moore, but I honestly don't. Because when it was time in big games, it just felt like Linehan. It felt like Scott Linehan when he was over here. But then again, right, we were tougher with Scott Linehan, though, because we knew Scott Linehan was calling plays, and we still went to the second round. We lost to an inferior team in the playoffs. How does that happen? How is it good for us to lose to an inferior team like that? Yeah. Against them Patriots, yeah, I'll give you that. That was a good calling game. That was a good call game. I'll give you that. Yeah, good observation. Especially with CD. Yeah, I'll give you that. That was a nice observation. Yeah. It's just too inconsistent with him. We're too inconsistent with him. We're too inconsistent. So if we can get something consistent, man, I think we need especially the first month, we need to be at least 55% run. If we need to be 55% run, we have to run the ball, especially with the talent that we have on this team. Dalton Schultz, you're going to have to block. You're not coming back with us. You either going to get traded or this is your last year. Dalton, you're going to have to block. You're going to have to block. Receivers, you're going to have to block. Because we got to run this ball. If Tennessee can do it, we can do it. We got the back. Offensive line just got to come together. We got the talent on the offensive line, but we just got a whole bunch of uncertainty on the offensive line. So if we can come together and come together quick, even if, we kind of – because I understand that Tyler Smith is going to have his growing pains. I understand that. He's a rookie, and we corrected that technique, but he's hungry, though. I like how I seen him learning. He always want to learn. He going to the camps. He really hungry. And for him going to the guard position, that's going to maximize his athleticism like it did with Zach Martin. So, yeah, definitely, I can't wait. Y'all. I believe we start training camp tomorrow, right? I believe we do. Because I've been seeing something different, but we hit that field tomorrow, right? Put it in the comment section for me. I believe we hit that field tomorrow. We get it going tomorrow. Because y'all, soon as that action comes, we're gonna have to talk about it every night. We're gonna have to talk about what's going on every night. We here. It's training camp. It's training camp time. It's here. It's the week. So we're gonna have to be here. We're gonna have to talk about it. We're gonna have to talk about what's going on. We got to. Yeah, it's here. I can't wait, y'all. I cannot wait, y'all. But yeah, man. I appreciate y'all joining in with me, chopping it up. We're gonna be going live a lot during training camp. So if those of y'all who are not subbed, sub, because we coming. We coming. We coming hard. So those of y'all who are not sub from me. Come talk it up. Yep. Okay. So yeah. So with the action going on, we should be live tomorrow. We're gonna be live tomorrow. We're gonna talk about what happened at training camp. Yeah, cause I was trying to say, I've been thinking like we start tomorrow, and then I seen something talking about Friday. I'm like, huh? Am I tripping? So I just wanted to confirm. But yeah, so we're gonna be live again tomorrow. We're gonna talk about what happened. And we're going to be pushing this Cowboy content. We're just going to talk about the love that we got for this team and what we're seeing. And hopefully we see things that we want to see. So I appreciate everybody who came through. Before y'all go out, can y'all hit that like button for me? Appreciate y'all interacting with me because, I love it. Because, I can talk. What Mooney Long say for hours and hours, I can talk. So I appreciate y'all coming in. And I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. We out.